they are in our hands. The most important issue today, as Lieutenant Governor Sean Parnell said, it's developing energy supplies, building the foundation upon which we will progress our role internationally. Central today, natural gas needs. We must tap reserves and explore for more to energize our homes, our businesses, for new industry to come alive, to heat our economy and allow us self-sufficiency while gifting our nation with safe domestic supplies. Couple this with ANWR oil and inexhaustible alternative energy sources, and Alaska can lead the nation in a much-needed U.S. energy plan to secure these United States. It's to create a safer world. Why not Alaska fueling the nation? Why not Alaska leading the world? These are perilous times in our world. In these parallel times, America is looking for answers. She's looking for a new direction. The world is looking for a light. It's Governor Hickel who reminds me that light can come from America's great North Star. It can come from Alaska. And it can happen only if we work together. True partnerships. And work with our legislators, not against them, putting political pettiness aside and crushing corruption. This is our opportunity to show a new direction. We can show a new direction, and it can inspire the world. So I take with me tomorrow our Constitution in gas line negotiations as we work with global partners and independents to market our gas. We're in the position of strength here, but that strength comes not from my hands. It comes from what I hold in my hands. Let's be vigilant with competing interests. If they encroach on sovereignty or divide or force us from opportunity, we've learned lessons about competing interests. Sometimes it's involved our own federal government. Take fishing, just a quick example. First, we'll manage wildlife for abundance, enough for all. I need Alaskans, though, working together when federal decisions adversely affect us. Regions, races, user groups, gear groups, we must unite in battle for Alaska's rights to harvest and to develop. Robust fisheries should revitalize coastal communities and feed Alaskan families and pay bills through honest toil. We must heal wounded communities left in the wake of allocation decisions that mirror fish issues from 50 years ago that kept us beholden to outside interests. Then we lived under federal orders that favored a privileged few. So we sought statehood to control our resources and for fairness. Not going backwards, I oppose contradictions to competition and free enterprise that hurts Alaskans. Our Constitution explains all this: wildlife, oil, gas, minerals, timber, accessed for our maximum benefit. And Alaska is vast enough for all, plus tourism and technology and university research, all means of creating honest prosperity. We've got great opportunity today, even with changes on the national scene. With our congressional delegation in the minority right now, obviously, we must prudently consider as our relationship with federal funding streams change. Don't fear, though, perhaps delayed dollars coming in. Instead, let's make our wealth again out of the wilderness and make our living on the water. Let us use our hands to build and our minds to lead the nation in innovative advancements. Governor Hickel, again, he said he never feared an economic depression so much as a depression of the spirit. This is a time to be courageous, not fearful. We must progress. We have to progress to fund public safety and infrastructure and education. And as I focus on natural resources, know that I won't overlook our greatest resource, and that's our children. Our kids deserve the best in education. So with fresh fresh perspective in schools. In K-12, putting parents back as the head of the education family, recognizing they must guide children, empowering them via school involvement and choices. We can re-engage with prospects of success. And I know as a parent, as the guide, I know it's easier to say than to do, believe me. But parents as the guide, again, as the head of that family. And I believe in public education. I'm proud of my family's many, many years working in our schools. My claim to fame, believe it or not, I hope it's never that I'm Alaska's first governor. I hope it continues to be, you're Mr. Heath's daughter. My dad, who for years... for years has been teaching in the schools, and even today he inspiring students across the state. So many students around this great land coming up to me when I was the mayor or as a candidate, not saying, oh, you're Sarah Palin, you're running for office, or you're the governor. No, it's been Sarah Palin. Wow, Mr. He's been my favorite teacher of all times. Teachers are our inspiration. We'll provide for successful public schools, and I'll treat alternative schooling with respect, with enthusiasm, in fact, because every child is worth it. We'll replicate winning reforms so more kids are prepared for work and we don't import our workforce. Much reform won't cost more. It's a matter of priorities, so more money gets into the classroom. Our task is great, but so worthy, because I won't accept our 40% high school dropout rate, nor our lowest college preparedness rates. That's not success. That's unacceptable. We must do better prioritizing, and students must be answerable, and schools held accountable, and our good teachers treasured for edifying our most precious resource, those kids. And I'm excited to work with the schools to help each child find purpose and know their worth, because everyone has great purpose. Getting kids on the right path, enabling them to be productive citizens, that's our goal together in a safe environment. And that's another core constitutional intent, is public safety. And we've got to take it back and make every community safer and healthier. Preventing crime and substance abuse, it relates to family and cultural strength, but also depends on a vibrant economy. We know the positive effect of employment. It's been said that idle hands do the devil's work. Well, to get idle hands to work, we teach. And through VOTEC training, we refill workforce deficits, and we sway young Alaskans to stay and to improve themselves and to improve their state. And here, our system must reflect calls for justice, swift, sure, tough, recognizing the inability of some to live within rules of a civilized society shaped by our Constitution. So 50 years ago, this Constitution, it captured a visionary, dream-filled promise. And around this gift was a ribbon in the form of a resolution.